Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman. You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
It's Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan of the nerdery, so you better be tuning in. That's right.
It was a shit back then, though.
Welcome back to the Nerdery. I'm JD, and you can't see me.
I'm Steven.
Patty, Tanya.
And the Peanut Gallery.
And of course, as always, brought to you by Toxic City Comics and Captain Jack's Elixirs. Big shout out and thank you to those guys. Well, what does everybody have to review?
I have a review for Durara, which I've done number 1, but I'm actually doing part 2, season 1, 2, and 3, and my view of Deadpool versus Gambit.
Alright, I've got, start with these ones. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, one of my favorites. Zombie Trail, you gotta look inside that one.
Hello, Katrina.
American Mary, and The Boy. Oh yeah, that's it.
I'm useless today. I'm just here for the show.
You're just pretty.
I read more of V for Vendetta, but I don't want to review it until I'm done with it. So
Now, Keith, are you saying on me because that's a bad view, or are you talking about on Patty? Or Tanya? Which one?
What does he say?
He said,
Less
Steven,
shirt.
we need less shirt, bro.
I think he's talking to you.
Yeah.
He wants you to
Probably.
wear as much as Patty and I have on.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of fat hanging out.
Babe, what are you reviewing?
Oh, hang on, let me get on camera here. Oh, I have The Rocketeer at War number 4, Dark Knight 3, The Master Race,
Little gun there.
book 5, and The Legend of Wonder Woman number 7, which I haven't read any of this title, so I was curious. Jumping in at 7, could I grasp what was going on? So that's what that was about.
Nice. And who wants to kick it off? I guess I will, because I have the smallest amount. Alright.
Well, technically, I just won. I had the smallest amount. I already did mine, so.
Alright, Deadpool versus Gambit. A lot of comedy in it. It's got plenty of stuff you can laugh and joke about. It's not what I'm exceedingly impressed with, but I'm not like, oh my god, I completely hate it. I'm going to give it about 3 Ninja Scrolls. If you're a Deadpool fan or a Gambit fan, it is worth getting and reading. I believe you gave it, 4 on your review?
4, 4.5, maybe 5. I don't remember.
Just depends. It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I was really looking for some severe all-out combat between the two, especially because of the first page and the way it lists them off.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to some super badass combat, and instead you got them kind of running around cloning to be other heroes at the time. So not bad, not bad. All right, Durara, which just came out with season 3. This is number 2. This is on Netflix. You can go view it right now and chain watch it like I did. And I reviewed it before. It is about a headless biker is the start of it all. Yeah, definitely got boobs. And the events that go on in the city that they're in. There is a lot of mythology. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of explanations, and it does bounce all over. Character development between season 1 to season 3 is absolutely awesome. Every season gets darker, and it gets a lot more twisted and a lot more screwed up things happening, and watching chain reactions happen. Absolutely 5 Ninja Scrolls. Love to give it more because after watching season 3, now I'm ready for 4, and I don't even know if there's going to be one. Really awesome, really in depth. If you really want a lot of character development and don't mind the twisted side of it, it's the way to go.
Nice. Very nice.
Alright. Should I start with a good one? Or?
Start with the good one. How else
Alright.
go?
I bought and watched The Boy. It just came out in January. So, yeah, that's your job tonight. Alright. The little bit bit of details first, and then I'll explain how I felt about it. It was directed by William Brent Bell. I looked him up. I didn't recognize anything else he's done. It has Lauren Cohen as the main chick, and she was in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice as Martha Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay, it has her
I
in
knew
it.
that name sounded familiar, and I couldn't figure out
She's
why.
been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. She's a good actress. I'll give her that. And Rupert Evans, which is an actor from the UK. Well, I call this movie The Failed Orgasm. Oh yes, The Failed Orgasm. Okay, you sit and you watch the movie, and this girl goes to this manor in the UK to be a nanny for this little boy. She gets there and realizes that it's this elderly couple, and the boy that she has to babysit is a doll. Okay. So you sit through this whole movie, and it's dragging on and on and on. And
So what does she do to take care of him?
she has a list. A beautifully typed out list
She like
of
bathes
rules.
him and puts him to bed. And
Yeah, she has to tuck him in, feed him lunch, never let him go out, like, yeah.
Okay.
So, the old people leave, and she's left there alone with the boy in the house. So you're watching all this nothing. So it's like, when you're taking a little bit too long. And finally, things start rolling in the movie. So you're about to get there. Shit starts happening. And then your partner moves just right and you lose it. That's exactly how the twist in this movie was. Exactly. You're going, oh, this is about to get oh, that fucking sucks. Like, The Failed Orgasm. That's what this movie was. Wow. I give it a 2 out of 5 full moons. Because the acting was solid, and there was potential in the story.
And it almost got you there.
And it almost got you there. Almost, so close. But the twist totally ruined it for me. See?
So David says you're giving it 4 blue balls, right?
Yeah. I am really upset that I bought it. But it happens. Half the time I buy
We got an
movies, they're
interesting
great.
review at it though.
Yeah, The Failed
So
Orgasm.
you can always give it away in the giveaway.
Right.
People that are into that sort of orgasm.
And yes, as a reminder to everybody watching or listening, we're almost at 500 likes on the Facebook, and everybody knows that means a giveaway. Of course, this will be a $50 value, and we're currently accruing and organizing everything that will be in that giveaway.
And there's some good stuff so far.
Yes.
Really good stuff. And if you don't want it, I'll take it back.
If it goes unclaimed, it'll get rolled over into another giveaway.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Number 2, Zombie Tramp. Because I have great taste. Okay. I just walked by the comic shop and
Yeah, why not?
I mean, she's wearing a necklace that says the title nice and giant zombie chick boobs. Yeah. I'm sold.
I love that you were like doing this.
I know.
That's great.
Okay. This one came out a few years ago, 2013. It was written, created, and illustrated by Dan Mendoza. I'm a fan. Just from this book alone, and I hear there's more of them, I want to get the next one. I really enjoyed it. It was put out by Action Lab Comics. It follows a, yeah. Janie Bell is a high-priced hooker. And, I know, right? Oh. Nice.
Zombie Tramp. David says they melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
Oh my god. Okay, so she's a high-priced hooker, and her drag queen madam gets jailed, and she is supposed to go sleep with this crooked cop to get her out of jail. Things don't go as planned, as in most stories. And she turns into a zombie. She partners up with a zombie queen named Zula. And rampage, you know, the usual. But the art was amazing. Even though it's simple, I like the style of it. The writing flowed well. there's one little section that they took back to just sketches, and they didn't like finish it out. But the writing was so good that it didn't really distract or take away from it. I didn't mind it actually, so it was good. I give it 5 out of 5.
Very nice.
I got to run through about half of it earlier, and it is, and actually I kind of like the art style. It's kind of like Fear and Loathing style.
Okay.
But not as sketchy.
Yeah, not as sketchy, but I mean it's
But I like
well,
the style of art.
a well done art style. But
What's,
yeah, I'll give
what's
it.
the word for the 3 colors? The trichromatic?
Trichromatic.
It's 4 actually. They have yellow in it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's like black and white with some red.
It was good though. Solid piece.
Interesting.
And like I said, I want to go on the rest of them. Oh, let's see here.
Wow, talk about old school. It's got the Blockbuster sticker on it.
That's how I found it. The
Nice.
Blockbuster in the town I was living in was closing down. And I was like, this looks solid. It said, she's an artist on the cover, and it had a bloody, or looking like she was about to get bloody chick on it.
Butchery.
American Mary by the Soska twins. Alright, came out in 2012. Soska sisters are Jen and Sylvia. They've done a few other things. They wrote and directed this one. It's Catherine Isabel plays Mary. She was in Freddy vs. Jason as the stoner chick, the blonde.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She looks completely different in this and has a totally different temperament. It's really nice to see her do that. She won actually a couple of different horror awards from this movie. The Fright Meter Award, the Best Actress, Fangoria's Chainsaw Award for Best Leading Actress. It was great. The Soska sisters also did See No Evil 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they just did that one. Their first movie was Dead Hooker in a Trunk. I own it. It's
Oh, wow.
Review to come.
A review to come. It was good. It was their
And that one
first
finishes. So review
Yeah.
to come actually.
Exactly. So this girl was a medical student, hard on her luck, broke as hell. She goes to a party. This was my only complaint about the whole movie, was she goes to a party with one of her professors or whatever, and there's a really graphic rape scene. And I just feel like I need to warn people before they watch it that
Yeah.
that's coming.
That's a good warning.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not so much graphic, it's too realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not glamorized. It's not all
Yeah.
showy. It's too realistic. But if you can stomach through that, the rest of it's amazing. She goes on a rampage after that, and to raise money, she does body modifications, extreme ones, and she's hunting down for revenge through pretty much the whole movie for the guy that set her up for that to happen to her,
Okay.
and all of that. And it was really great. The Soska sisters are both in it. They guest star, which is pretty cool. And it shows kind of the gray area of good and bad, because you're kind of rooting for her,
Yeah.
even though she's doing some horrible things, but you're kind of rooting for her. And a little bit of love story underneath. It's not a good one though, but it's a great movie. 5 out of 5, one of my all-time favorites.
About what?
Full moons, because I like to show my ass. And my last one, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. The first comic I fell in love with.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. One of my exes owned
I haven't
it
read
and
it
let
since
me
high
borrow
school, but it was my favorite
Really?
thing to
Oh.
read in high school.
So amazing. It is written, created, and illustrated by Jonan Vasquez. I always mess up the pronunciation of his first name.
Yeah. It's spelled
He,
weird.
he also did Invader Zim.
Oh.
When Invader Zim came on, did you immediately recognize it?
As him? Yeah.
As him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like immediately popped on, like, no!
Yeah.
No! So I, of course,
It's
love
very specific style.
Yeah, I love Invader Zim still. Let's see here. It came out between 95 and 97.
Okay.
So it's an older book. And because
And
I'm
it's actually worth
impatient-
money. I mean, I don't think the trade is.
Yeah.
But I'm pissed because I had the
Collecting them.
individual copies.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other day we were at Comic Palooza and the fucking #1 was selling for like $30 or $40. or some
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Oh, see,
#1 issue.
I'm impatient, so I like trades. Because I'm going to sit down and
That's how I am
binge
too.
read.
That's exactly.
I'm so
Yeah.
bad. I prefer trades.
And I don't like reading one comic and then you get to the end and it's like watching an episode
Oh,
waiting.
yes. I hate that.
No.
That's how I felt about
That's what Netflix
reading
is for.
a lot of books. when you reach the end, you're just like, ugh, especially if they're not out yet.
Yeah.
These thankfully are done.
Yeah.
Or unthankfully. I mean, I don't know. But I've got the whole collection. Let's see here. They were put out by Slave Labor Graphics. This one's the trade, obviously, so it's the director's cut. I really liked it. It's black and white.
Yeah.
It's kind of heavy on the reading,
I like that about it, though.
but with
It's
its
interesting reading.
basic story is Johnny C goes around killing people and brings them back to his torture house and is painting a wall in his house so whatever's behind it does not come through.
He's got some serious paranoia issues.
It's serious paranoia, and he's kind of tweaky.
But he
and-
wants to die, but he's
Yeah.
paranoid of getting hurt.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing. And he goes next door to the little kid Squeeze house, which
That's
is
my
also a
nickname in high school. I was
spinoff.
Squeak.
Aww.
Squee's
And,
an adorable story, though.
It is. He's the little
It's like
abused
a toddler.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his parents hate him and they're mean to him, so Johnny goes and he's his friend.
The homicidal maniac next door.
But
is
it
the best-
scares the
best person
hell
he
out of him
has.
every time. Exactly. But he, like in this book, he
Well, Johnny
actually
will just
saves
show up in
him.
his kitchen getting some milk or something.
Yes. This house on a maniac, it's alright. Or, do you have any band-aids and peroxide? It's amazing. But, like, there was morals in it. And, like, an
Yeah.
actual hard storyline and so much depth to
Yeah,
it.
so I was gonna say,
with
it's
as
much deeper
crazy
than it
as
sounds
is.
like it's gonna be.
Exactly. And like you see heaven and hell and earth and people that pick on other people and how he deals with it, and it's really graphic,
There's
very
definitely
gory.
religious undertones on Jonan's feelings on religion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like he goes to heaven, it's boring as hell.
Yeah, God's sitting in a lazy God.
Yeah, and he's fat. And
Because he sits around and doesn't do anything.
yeah, in hell, everybody freaks out over the little things and just like explode.
Yeah.
They just can't stand it. And Squee was a spin-off of it. And also, I Feel Sick. I want
Yes.
to read those ones bad. I
think
haven't read
have
those
I Feel
ones
Sick.
yet.
I think I borrowed
Really?
that from a friend and I have it. I'll let
Nice.
you know.
Good. Check it out. Because I really want to read it. That actually ended up on a list of top horror comics.
Oh, okay.
So I want to check that one out next. And of course, because it was what got me into loving comics at all, I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
I'll
Highly
give it that as well,
recommend it.
because I've read all of it.
See,
Loved
loved
it
it
for
too.
sure. If somehow you've made it this far and haven't read it,
Yeah, exactly.
and
That
that sounded
is a good
interesting
book.
at all to you, then you need to pick it up.
Yeah.
So you can still find it though,
Oh yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
They actually just put out an anniversary trade.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh,
And I do believe they're going to start reprinting the individual issues. They're going to start doing another print run.
yeah.
Because the first one was a very limited run
Mm-hmm.
because it was a very low demand at the time.
Exactly. And they weren't sure how
Yeah.
popular it was going to be or anything like that. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. By far one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I actually bought it a couple of times.
It's actually maintained popularity for quite a while. for
Yeah.
what it was.
Hot Topic was selling shirts and stuff a while
Yeah.
back. I bought one of them probably 7 years ago or so. I still have it. I'm amazed. I've been on
It's like
the
a cult
stores and
classic
stuff.
for that genre
Yeah,
of people.
exactly. I wore the shirt out to a store one day. Somebody's like, "Oh, you have a Johnny shirt. I love it." I'm like, "You know Johnny?" It was absolutely. I was surprised.
So you know, we just got a compliment from Biggie Mac. Says, "Love the show, best show around."
Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. But yeah, I guess that's my
So
review.
5 full moon.
5 full moons.
Yeah.
All right.
5 masks.
Yeah.
I'll specify
See?
mine.
See?
There you go.
That's a good review. 2 5s.
All right. The Rocketeer at War. Of course, everybody knows that I love the Rocketeer movie. I thought that was, a great piece of throwback. And which, of course, a lot of people don't know, it did originate in a comic book. And IDW is celebrating
I saw
that
you
with.
reading that and I put that together that was the same as the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was.
They took Betty out of the movie. I just read a thing about that the other day. Where the inspiration for his girlfriend was Betty Page, but when
Oh,
they
yes.
changed it over to movie form, they took her out.
Yes.
I just read that like last week.
Yes. Of course, this is issue number 4. It's still great. It's still a real throwback. The cover art is a bit deceiving. The interior art is before it was very retro, and in issue 4 they've moved away from that. It's very low detail, minimalist almost.
They changed
Um,
artists or just
I don't know. Maybe the artist just they got tired of putting the filters on it or whatever they were doing or all the extra work. But they have moved away from it a lot, and I don't care for it. It's still a great comic book. The ending is fantastic. This is issue 4, so it's actually ending this arc, and I'm ending my subscription with it. I'm sorry to say, it's just not. Since they've changed the art, it's just not as captivating as it was. But like I said, this is still a great book. 4 capes. It's a great story. Of course, the trade will be out soon, so y'all can get that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's time for me to move
The art
on.
can ruin it for you.
It can.
It really can, quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to save Dark Knight 3 for last. The Legend of Wonder Woman number 7. The cover was very intriguing. It's very retro throwback, and the whole issue is a throwback to the 40s, Wonder Woman in the 40s during World War II. I picked up issue number 7. I haven't read any of the other 6. Just out of curiosity, would I be able to grab it, pick it up, and jump right in? And yes, you can. So if you haven't caught the rest of these and you like Wonder Woman or you're kind of curious about
I
that,
was worried about jumping in after the fact.
yeah, I do too, and I do look for that when I read a comic. Can you grab this one right now
Yeah.
and catch up?
Also, why I buy trades.
Yes. But this is great. If you haven't read any of the others, you don't have to. This one's explanatory enough that you can jump right in at issue 7 and you can get the whole story. I was very amazed at that, and it's got the Wonder Woman 75. Which, yeah, it'd be right at 75 years for Wonder Woman. So I believe that's why this whole series started. But like I said, if you're a Wonder Woman fan or you're kind of curious as to what she was doing in World War II era, this is a perfect introspective into what was going on there and her enemies at the time and what she was doing as far as the war went, as well as her secret identity. Fantastic. I'm not a Wonder Woman fan, but I can honestly say this deserves 5 capes. It's perfect for somebody, just not me.
Yeah. You can appreciate that it was good, even if
Yes.
it's not up your alley.
Yes, art's great. It's a great story. It moves along well. It's very fluid.
I have a question. What good comic book for medieval base?
Medieval based. That really depends on what you're into. Like I'm a DC fan. I'm immediately going to go to the Elseworlds of Cal, or League of Justice. Well, those are both Elseworlds. Those are both medieval, and they're great books, especially Cal. And wonderful story. I think I did a review of that, but that was last season. So that was a long time ago. That was before the YouTube.
Yeah.
But as anything outside of that, I need a little bit more on what you're into, other than just medieval. Are you into like a just medieval story? Are you into like Marvel medieval or a DC medieval? Murder mystery? Like there's
a lot of sub areas that go through.
yeah.
And I keep telling people this: no matter what you're into, there's a comic book for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you found
Yeah.
that there's a comic book out there that you're gonna absolutely love. But until we get, I guess, some more clarification on that. Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, Book 5. I don't know how many issues this one's going to be. So many issues have been postponed due to the DC Rebirth and everything that's going on. But it's a work of art. I cannot give this a high enough rating. Miller just knocking it out of the park again. Now, I do know that apparently if you haven't read The Dark Knight Strikes Again or The Dark Knight Returns, you are going to miss out on a lot of things in this book. But I'm still, and I haven't read The Dark Knight Strikes Again, and I haven't read The Dark Knight Returns in years. But I'm still loving the shit out of this book. 5 capes, it's absolutely awesome. If you're not reading it, you need to go out and grab it. All the issues are still out there, they're still available. They have hardback art form versions of them, of each individual issue. It has all the black and white, all the pencil work. There's great stuff out there, and this is, if you're a Superman fan, if you're a Batman fan, this is a must-read. I don't want to spoil the story for anybody, but this Dark Knight Returns was directly related to Batman vs. Superman, which the digital Ultimate Edition is out there already. It's out there, it's available, and I believe the Standard Edition is already out there on DVD. But you gotta read it. If you're a fan, you have to read it. It's amazing. 5+ caves. It's incredible. And I'm going to give a little bit of insight on one of the big trades, and one of the big arcs I'm currently reading. I reviewed Sinestro Corps War either last week or the week before. And of course, that was the precursor to Blackest Night. And I've found that there are a ton of collected trades out there of Blackest Night. There's the Green Lanterns, there's actually the Black Lanterns, there's the Blackest Night, and there's a ton of other ones. And I was curious, what's the chronological order that I need to read these? And the secret is there isn't one. All these trades are actually happening at the same time. There were all these titles that were coming out, and basically each trade is just one title.
Yeah.
That was covering the story. So yeah, if you want to read Blackest Night, it's going to be a bit of a task. You can get the Sinestro Corps War in a single collected. You can get Brightest Day in a single omnibus. But Blackest Night, if you want the whole story, it's going to take a lot of trades and a lot of reading to get it.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, you're going to start at the beginning on each trade and end at the end in every single one.
It's kind of nice though.
That's a positive
Being
though, when
able
there's that
to,
many.
yeah, jump in any of them. Be like, I can find this one, so I'll read this one first. You know.
Yeah, and there actually are a few trades that occurred in between the Sinestro Corps War and Blackest Night, which I found out, which actually has a lot of like little bitty facts that if you don't know them, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna start Blackest Night and be a little confused. Sins of the Star Sapphires, Raids of the Red Lanterns, and Agent Orange are the three big ones that you're going to want to read in between Sinestro Corps War and Blackest Night, just so everybody knows.
I gotta be honest, the whole Lantern world kind of overwhelms me.
It is a huge world, especially for this event, but it is a massive event that has long affected the Green Lantern world and the entire DC universe, because at one point or another, just about every character in the DC universe had a ring. So
Yeah.
it
Ties into everything.
Yes, it has had massive lasting effects, just like the death of Superman and the reign of the Superman. It had lasting effects on the entire universe. That actually led to Emerald Twilight, where Hal Jordan killed the rest of the Sinestro Corps to take their rings and rebuild Coast City, which didn't work.
Alright, Biggie Mac, I have some other ones for you. Of course, you have Lady Death, which actually deals a lot with it.
We were just talking about her this week.
You also have The Olympians, which is by George O'Connor, which is a series that goes through each individual Greek god in their own comic book.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
So those would be the ones I can see checking out, but I know Lady Death goes through them, in fact, her killing many of the gods. So that would be an option.
She's too sweet.
Oh, and for those of you who are just listening and not watching, well, you're about to miss out on all the fun shenanigans during break. Anybody have any shit they want to talk? Well, actually, I forgot something. Today's my mom's birthday.
Aww,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday, Mom.
I don't know if she's watching, but I'm going to send her a text here in a
I'm gonna
minute.
doubt that she's watching.
I'm going to send her a text.
But hey, it's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
That's
Like
right.
my case.
Exactly.
Well, once again, huge shout out to Toxic City Comics, 15033 Delaney Road, Lamarck, Texas. Phone number 409-229-1295. ToxicCityComics.com. And Captain Jack's Elixirs, 322 East Texas Avenue, Baytown, Texas. Phone number 281-837-3543. CaptainJacksElixirs.com. And for our audio, we're about to go on a break. You're going to miss out on all the fun shenanigans for our YouTubers. Just hang in there. We'll be back in a flash with what?
This trash. I'll do it.
You've done it that way before. I didn't know.
No, I did it last time.
Did Johnny do
Lenore.
Lenore?
Lenore's great, but different person.
it was.
It was the same like genre. Of
Yeah.
Same type.
I have one of those too. Shit, I need to find them. I do?
Is I Feel Sick the one that about the chick that he likes? I can't remember.
I think so.
Z or
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I think so.
It's not a job, it's an adventure.
No, Z was
David
the
said it's our
book
job.
Yeah. Oh, I love
She was
those.
Z.
I think so. Something like that. Yeah.
Apparently our audio is looking a little delayed, so hang in there.
Right.
And that's fixed.
But like that to me was the
I got it from Patty.
perfect. Damn it! Try again. I demand a do-over.
That was good.
Yeah, that sure was. So for we had a request tweet this week that has inspired our part 2 discussion. Who would we cast as Lionel?
Yes.
And I was very late on giving a response because I was just sitting there thinking about it. I was like, you know what? That calls for another Rogue out. And this will be the first time we're almost solely concentrating on heroes, and it's also the first time we've done cartoons.
Yes.
Strictly cartoons. But yes, most of these have actually been in comic book form at one point or another. Some of them several times. Like Voltron has had a ton of comic book runs. One in 84, one in 88, one in 93, one in 2010.
Japanese live action.
Yeah. And has actually had several cartoon versions. Of course, there was the Vehicle Voltron, which was a disaster. And I actually tried watching it. I couldn't do it. Just, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Wasn't as cool as the Lions.
No.
But apparently the original animation they had requested from the company overseas was a giant robot that was built from 3 robots. All they said was, we want the one with the lion. Which basically, when it's fully assembled, it has a lion on the chest.
Yeah.
But that isn't the one they got. They got Beast King Go Lion. Because it was 5 lions. That's got to be the one they want. Which I have actually been watching the original anime, Beast King Go Lion. And oh my god, it's incredibly graphic. Incredibly dark. Like, it's... If I would have watched that as a child, I would have been severely traumatized.
Wait, so what do you blame then instead?
Huh? No, that's...
For the way you are.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know what I would blame for how I am. I just... If I would have watched that, I'd
You can't
be...
blame that.
Yeah.
I probably would have... I'd probably be known as a serial killer now if I would watched that as a child. It's out there and incredibly dark. Like, I was shocked. And I actually started watching each episode side by side. The Beast King Go Lion episode 1 and then Voltron episode 1. And yeah, they're completely different. Shame on you. But they're completely different stories altogether. And all the animation is different. Like, there's so much that was cut and rebutchered to make Voltron that I didn't realize.
Well, because Voltron had to be PG.
Yes. Well, because it was for the U.S. and apparently in Japan they don't care about the mental welfare of the children.
Well, but you also got to remember, shows like that aren't shown to normal children. Those are actually for the teenagers and up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I can see that. Yeah, I couldn't watch that at 6 like I did Voltron.
David said, brother and I would have a lot more injuries from when we were kids.
Yeah. It was.
Let's try this impaling with this sword and see how it works.
Like the opening scene of Beast King Go Lion is you're watching people tortured and killed brutally,
Damn.
which is a long way from how Voltron starts.
Yeah.
And we're actually watching Silverhawks tonight.
We are.
Yeah, Thundercats Part 2. Thundercats in space.
Yeah, it looks like the chick from Gem and the Holograms.
I was just thinking that.
Pizzazz, I think,
She
had
had
the
like
green
the
hair.
little piano thing and everything.
I don't even remember her name. Melodia.
Yep,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
Melodia.
She looks like Pizzazz. I'm pretty sure she was the green haired one from Gem and the Holograms.
Yeah, for any of y'all that don't know,
Silverhawks
Silverhawks
is the blue one
is
and the green one.
Thundercats in
voiced
space.
and everything by all the same crew of...
Same animation company, same production company, same voice casting. It's Thundercats in space.
Yeah. Except they're hawks.
Yeah. Partly metal
And they're
partly
silver.
real. Well, except for the Copper Kid. He's not silver.
Have
He's
you ever
copper
gone
colored.
back and watched your childhood cartoons and been so disappointed?
Depends on the cartoon.
Honestly,
Most of them I've gone back and enjoyed,
horrible.
even though there's a lot of times I've gone
I was
back and
gonna
noticed
say,
things I
some I
didn't notice
still enjoy.
before.
Well, yeah.
yeah, honestly, you know, I hate to say it, but I was a little disappointed in the plot line on this one.
Aww, you're like, this used to be so
There you
good.
go.
Well, like it's
I guess as a kid you don't need a plot line. You
Yeah.
grow up and
Yeah.
you kind of want a little bit of something in
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Thundercats, you still got that,
Yeah,
but this it's incredibly cheesy.
yeah,
Like Thundercats, I don't know how or why, but it's not as cheesy.
yeah.
This one is like, grab a chip, go scrape the screen. it's bad.
I tried
Bluegrass with the
Yeah.
and
It's Lionel's voice, by the way, is the
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass. the
Lieutenant
redneck.
Colonel Bluegrass.
Oh my god. Is it the one in the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
I should have known.
But like the first episode, they're assigning the code names.
Yeah.
And like, there's just no consideration for the actual person who's going to have to
Yeah.
wear this code name. Just, I don't care. Just. And then the guy who looks like the football player, what does his mask look like? Football helmet. Come on now.
I sat down and tried to watch She-Ra about a month ago.
Oh!
I don't think I've ever been so disappointed in my life. I remember that being so much better. I loved it when I was little. And I was like, I tried to get my daughter to watch it. Yeah,
They don't care
she
anymore.
would not sit through it, and I could barely stomach it. But
Oh, I
I
mean,
love that one.
First off, their graphics.
I
are
tried to
way
go
better
back and
than
rewatch
90s.
He-Man, and I can say the same
Yeah.
thing.
Really?
He-Man's pretty rough to go back and rewatch.
Yeah. Muppet Babies.
Oh, I love that show! I love that show!
I'm still cool with Muppet Babies, I'm sorry.
I don't remember
Which
the
thing
last
about
time I
the
tried
new-
watching it, honestly.
Huh?
The new He-Man that came out a few years back.
I've never even sat down and watched it. actually.
I watched the new Thundercats.
You
I actually watched
you
it
can
as it
speak loud
came
enough
on.
for
I couldn't
other
stand
people to
it.
hear you.
I couldn't
Yeah.
stand it.
I was talking about the new He-Man.
But you love the new Voltron.
Everybody
I do. I love the new Voltron, but I could not stand the new Thundercats.
Why?
Love the art style.
The
I
animation.
know that, but knowing the original story, if I never knew the original story, it might be okay.
But the new Voltron is a completely different story as well.
But I can let that go because I originally started on Go Lion, so I've seen the other side. I know Voltron's not supposed to be,
yeah.
With Thundercats, they just screwed me up. They screwed that because Thundercats was my childhood cartoon. That's it. Thundercats was the one I loved more than anything else.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I because I don't
Dave-
know, I
David-
grew up watching.
David says they need to redo Brave Star. Yes!
Philip in our peanut gallery was actually talking about that before the show.
Right before the show. Yep.
I've never
Mumbo
heard
Jumbo, one of the villains from Silverhawks, and honestly, out of all the villains, he's the one that looks like the biggest threat because he can change size and he's huge. But the way they dispose of him, right here, they just throw him
They
over his
just threw him into
face.
space. I mean, that works.
Do with tuna.
Just heave ho.
Oh, that character looks just like the little kid from God damn it.
The Avatar.
No.
He looks like the Avatar.
He's from the planet of the mimes.
I'm gonna kick myself in the ass because we were just talking about it. Thundercats.
Yes, Freakazoid.
Thundercats. He looks
Freakazoid?
like a little boy.
Yeah, Keith said I can't stand Freakazoid now, but I loved it as a
I
kid.
loved that
Now it's
show.
horrible to watch.
It's for me.
No.
For me, it wasn't even about Freakazoid himself. It was about the cop. And, I don't remember his name.
Google knows.
Yeah, Google will know.
I love Google. It's my best friend.
But out of all these 80s cartoons that we're going to be fan casting, I do have a surprise in there for everybody. That's not 80s, but something that they have remade once before and actually did well. And I actually loved it.
Sergeant Mike Cosgrove.
Cosgrove, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Can of hash.
I still love cartoons, I won't lie. I watch them when my daughter's not home. all the time. Oh my god, the other night we sat down and watched Goosebumps for like how many hours?
A lot.
Yes,
Darkest.
Like 5 hours
absolutely
alone.
watch
We
Super
took him to the
Friends.
theater for the movie.
Yes!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Super
Yeah.
Friends.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Which is cool because my 8-year-old would
Back
walk around
to
at
the
half
hall.
price and be like, "This one's R.L. Stein. It's not Goosebumps. I have to get it."
Greatest voice actor ever
Oh yeah.
doing the voiceovers for it. Absolutely.
I don't even remember who did the narration. I just remember what the fuck was his name?
I don't remember
Casey
this one, but I
Kasem?
remember the.
Casey Kasem did the voice of Rock.
Was that the Scooby Doo guy?
Yeah, he did the voice
Yes,
of Shaggy.
yeah, he did the voice of Shaggy, and he also did the top 40 radio show every weekend for years. So
I
yeah,
did watch Scooby Doo.
I love Scooby-Doo. I love all Scooby-Doos. I love the old one, the new one, it doesn't matter.
Didn't
I
Casey
love them
Kasem
all.
do the voice for just
you read
about
the comic?
every single
No.
new Scooby-Doo?
He has.
Yeah.
actually.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know if I could read
No,
Scooby-Doo. Is it good?
It's not. It's for adults who used to watch
Really?
Scooby-Doo. They've grown up now. What was the premise
Oh,
behind
was
it?
that
I
weird
don't
one
remember.
where
It's
They're in the
about
science,
years.
they're in the future or something like that?
Yeah, we
The new
saw a
Scooby-Doo,
picture of
yeah.
that.
Chevy at Toxic City was talking about it. The
We're in
Scooby-Doo
Shaggy all
comics.
modified
Yeah,
and stuff and has
Shaggy's
stretched
modified.
ears.
Yeah, like
and-
they're all. they
Scooby,
grew
Scooby's
up.
like some kind of like
It looks
cyborg.
awesome on the
Yeah.
front
And
of it.
they're
Somebody's
fighting
got to
real
review this
monsters.
shit.
Yeah.
Real Monsters.
No,
Apocalypse.
they're fighting
Oh.
one, but yes,
It's
our
called
real
Scooby-
monsters.
it's called
Which
Scooby.
we have the entire series of our real
Yeah.
monsters.
It's
We
called
bought.
Scooby Apocalypse. Is the
That's
new
it.
one that's out.
I would read that.
Those
That's
meddling
what I would
kids,
Rocco's
Fred,
Water
Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and
Oh,
the
wow.
dog Scooby Doo, get more ghost debunking than they bargained for when they faced with a fundamental change in their world. The apocalypse has happened.
Oh.
Old rules about logic no longer apply. The creatures of the night are among us, and the crew of the magical mystery machine has to fight to survive because of the apocalyptic badlands in the near future.
Ted Knight.
Ted Knight.
That was the voice. The narrator.
Oh, okay.
I was actually looking at who all was in there, and you know Ted Knight, actually. That's Ted Knight.
Yeah, see, that looks.
Oh wow.
I could probably read that.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
That was the voice for the narrator for the Super Friends. And
You
he-
know that guy.
Oh, yeah, he's been in it.
in a bunch of stuff.
Think back to the original
Okay.
Caddyshack.
Oh wow.
He was the bad guy for Caddyshack.
Oh, no.
Lurch. Did you see Lurch?
I did. He was, so you got Nate Art Olin, which I remember him from a bunch of old films. Was pretty
I
sweet.
love old
It's a terrible name. Adolf Caesar?
Oh yeah.
Alright, sorry.
That's a
Danger
producer or something.
Danger Mouse, yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow, Danger
He
Mouse.
was, I think
That
he
is
was
actually
voices.
still on Netflix, or what? I don't know if they removed it yet. It was back on Netflix, a new edition of Danger Mouse.
Oh, okay. I have a funny story about Space Coast Coast to Coast. Okay, there was a Space Coast Coast to Coast, and then there was another one just like it.
Brack Show?
No, that was great too though. Space Ghost. I want to say it was something Planet. I can't remember, but I was probably 15-ish, and I'd fallen asleep on the couch, and the TV was still on and whatnot. And I woke up, and I seriously couldn't decide if I was still dreaming because that show was so off the wall. I'm like, this can't possibly be a show. I have to still be dreaming. This can't be real. And then I saw it again later. Oh, I love those shows. And the Brack Show, that was just annoying as hell.
It was-
Oh,
Not
no.
a minute
That's
of
the best
it.
word for it. Annoying as hell.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
It was, not Nightmare Planet. Something Planet, I swear.
I think the voices were the most annoying thing in the Brack Show.
Yes. Yeah. And him singing, I
Yeah.
love it. I loved it when, I think it was probably in Coast to Coast when all three of them would start singing and stuff. Oh, and the Praying Mantis guy. Oh my
Sure.
god. Love that show.
We have actually used some of Brack's song on the show.
Really?
Mashed potato song. One of the other songs. I don't even remember what the hell it
He's
was.
doing the I Work at Burger King one.
I work at Burger King.
You never heard Brack do I Work at Burger King?
No.
Oh,
It's fucking hilarious. Well, I can't. I don't want to do it on here. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's,
Slow everything down.
Oh, I guess.
But I will do it on my phone. Just give me a second.
I'm gonna hop off the Wi-Fi so I'm not bogging it down. Poor little processor over there on the computer's working as hard as it can. With our new intro rolls, it requires a little bit more to keep all that queued up, ready to go at any second.
Which the intro roll is awesome. Thank
Yes.
you, Captain Jack's Elixirs.
Yes!
Thank you, Derek.
And I found those little sound bites. Which y'all
I still
actually
think
heard
we
before
need
the
to
show.
redo the soundbite
Alright, we'll
with,
get on
with the
that.
voices of the nerdery. Oh, I see where this is going.
I think I have heard this.
It was on Family Guy too.
I love it.
Fish Pockets. That's the other Brack song we
Fish
use.
Pockets.
Fish Pockets.
No effort to control breathing in this even. Ding,
I hope y'all are enjoying this.
I am.
Wow.
I remember when he did that on the show,
Yeah.
and it annoyed my brother so badly
Oh.
that I recorded it. Sorry, y'all, we're off.
Yeah.
We went into memories.
It's break time. Middle
Yeah,
of
for
the
another 13 minutes. So you get to
Woo,
watch
more of this.
what we do pretty much when the camera's not on.
Yeah.
Recess.
Make
Yes, I
another
remember
break.
that show as well.
Oh, that was a little bit later though.
Yeah, that was a little too
Yeah.
late for me.
I saw it, but it was definitely not.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little older, so I remember seeing it. Yeah, weird.
I'm old.
She's a year behind me or so.
Yeah. I think almost 2.
2 years.
Almost.
I'm the old guy at the table.
Not by much.
I think that's why I don't know some of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because
How many years you got on
I've
me?
got a few years on me.
How old are you now? 31? 31? No, 36. Oh, okay.
I got 3 years on it. So.
Invader Zim. We were talking about Invader Zim earlier. We
Yes. That was a great one.
See, I was 2 when the 90s started, so I don't have a whole lot of 80s experience.
Invader Zim is on Hulu, I think.
Yeah.
Oh!
Invader Zim is on Hulu.
Sexy time.
And they made a comic of Invader Zim.
Yes, it did. There's an Invaders in comic. I don't know how
Yes!
it is.
Yes, there is.
I think it should happen.
Yep, goes after the show.
Yeah, actually, there was a big hullabaloo whenever. Yeah, I'll say it in old time. Hullabaloo.
Yeah!
As we're listening to all this old stuff, that's what I'm thinking about.
Where's
You
your
gotta
walker?
at least to find a way to say stuff without it being.
Yeah.
Can't get in trouble on the station if I say hullabaloo. But whenever they canceled Invader Zim, there was a big fit about it.
Yeah.
And that's why they pushed out the comic.
Yeah.
I like Claudia.
Oh, sorry for all the background noise over here. No.
But there is actually on YouTube a whole playlist of nothing but Brack songs. It's got like 15 on there. It's all you gotta do is search Brack songs.
Bionic 6. That was a little past me too. I remember seeing it, but I never watched it.
I
It's
don't
like
know
Ben
that.
10.
Ben 10 was good. I saw that.
I watched
loved
Ben
it.
10 because my
In the
daughter was
beginning.
watching it.
In the beginning.
Now, I don't know if it was reruns by the time, but
That's on one of the either Netflix.
I think I watched like the first season.
And the first
out of
ones were
curiosity.
good, but later I didn't like it as much.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Always.
And
Oh.
did y'all
Yeah,
watch
that's
the reboot? The
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, the
I
one
think
season?
I saw one episode.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Well, if you want to get into that, you got to get into like Eon Flux and
Oh,
everything that was
yes.
on Liquid TV late at night.
Liquid
Everything was on
television.
Oh wow.
The
Yes.
max,
The
the
Max,
head.
the
The
head.
head, yep.
Eon Flux was on there.
Yeah, Liquid TV was
Amazing.
awesome.
Yes.
And that was, I caught it every time I could.
Yep.
Because there was always some badass anime that they had put in there.
Oh yeah,
Or and-
they'd have animes when they weren't playing them on other channels.
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, that was really back in the
We're
90s.
old.
The old days. When MTV actually played music.
Yes.
Like they,
Oh, I remember that.
they played music all the way up until like later at
Like
night,
10.
and then you got shows.
The
Yeah.
weird shows too. They weren't like this reality TV.
There was
crap.
like
It was
softcore porn. And I
the
loved it.
weird.
What was the name? I can't remember this name of a cartoon. They had vehicles and they would all transform into different things.
Transformers?
No, don't transform. Mask. It's called Mask. Sorry.
Oh yes. I didn't watch that
You
one.
didn't watch that one?
No.
That's it.
As I
It's
said, you're
divorce.
not even thinking. I was like, I don't know what that
That's it. If you don't know Transformers.
Why the hell is he wearing a jacket?
Because it's cold.
He's working on shit.
Alright, so and Liquid Television was actually the start of Beavis and Butthead, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Started
Yes, it
out
was.
there.
See, I did love
So I'm gonna give you all
Bullfrog baseball.
I'm gonna give y'all a
Wow.
list. Yes, I remember that. I'm gonna give y'all a list of stuff that was on Liquid Television, and you can go chase all these down because they're out there and
I
you
don't
can
know
watch them.
some of them.
Winter Steel, soap opera, which was making fun of all the
Oh, I
soap
remember
operas at
that
the time. Cut Up Camera, which was making fun of Candid Camera. Miss Liddy's Makeover to the Stars, where they were taking pictures and changing the people's faces.
Yeah.
Invisible Hands,
We have all those too.
Buzzbox, Stick Figure Theater, which is now
Oh,
a
wow.
big thing on YouTube channels. Dangerous Puppets, which was all these psychopathic editions of your favorite puppets. I remember that one too. Art of the Schoolgirls Dorm.
Our schoolgirls.
Of Doom, I'm sorry. That's it. Footworks, Aeon Flux.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, Psychogram, The Specialist. That's the one I couldn't remember. Dog Boy, Adventures of Thomas and Nardo.
Dog boy. Wow.
Speed Bump, The Roadkill Possum. I remember that. Was, not was.
You got to remember these were on late at night.
Yes, they were.
They were
Uncle
messed up.
Louie, Bobby and Billy, Brickface and Stucco.
I remember that one.
Brad Dharma, the psychedelic detective. I remember that one because that's where all the screen was swirling and all that
Oh, I
shit.
didn't know the name of it, but yeah.
So yeah, that's going like way back. Liquid Television was like really, it was the start of the idea behind like
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim
Yeah.
and the Cartoon Network
It
and all
was
that.
before
It was,
any of that happened.
you know, now what we call it now it's classified as Toonami, right? I guess
Yeah,
it's full
Toonami.
Is
thing.
it?
Yeah.
Well, they have Toonami and Adult Swim. There's two of them.
Oh yeah, David said his grandmother still has a bunch of those toys in her dollhouse, 10x10 shed.
Oh wow.
See, and those toys are actually worth a lot now.
Yeah. Mask was
So
great.
there's-
Peanut gallery.
Yeah, wow.
I didn't watch
Get
it.
hungry, give her something.
I had a ton of toys.
Where's
from
my
that.
candy?
It's in my belly.
Captain Planet, yes. Captain
Captain
Planet.
Planet.
Figures.
I was talking to somebody at work, and I was sitting there. I was doing my homework for this week's episode, which is an uncommon thing. Normally, our discussions are kind of on the fly. I am going to start deciding when we're going to have a rogue out, and when we're going to have Ask the Nerdery, because y'all have questions and we like to answer them.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun when we did it.
It was.
But I am going to start planning that out. But I was talking to somebody, and they actually brought up Captain Planet. And I was like, oh man, that's just the Magic School Bus kids all grown up. That's all it is. And
That picture freaked me out when I saw that
yeah,
on
if
Facebook.
you have not seen that,
It does.
that's really weird to see.
And you never put it together as a kid. I was watching both at the same time.
Yeah. Yes, I have messaged Mike Judge to see if we can have this looped in the background the entire time we're on the air. I've messaged him I don't know how many times, and eventually he's just going to get tired of seeing my messages and tell me yeah.
That's your plan.
Or another one of the other.
Yeah.
At least an answer. Like,
Because he actually wrote this.
Yeah.
And he the thing for King of the Hill is he wrote it, and that's actually him playing.
Really?
Yes. Mike
the
Judge.
Tick, yes.
Oh,
We actually were watching the live action one a few months back.
That's on Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
And as far as the live action one goes, in Ted 2, I never can remember the actor's name, but he's walking around a con dressed as a Tick, and Michael Dorn is dressed as a Klingon, and they're just walking around hazing nerds at this convention.
Okay, Miss Frizzle is River Song from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
There's a whole
That would
interesting
make
internet
sense.
theory behind that.
That's really cool.
I like it.
I know a lot
I
about
don't-
Doctor Who.
She looks just like her. And that's
Yeah.
not a common look.
And the whole time traveling thing and knowing stuff. And
Knowing stuff.
not like a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
That's
legitimately
really
though,
cool.
knowing stuff.
Yeah.
That's relevant.
I'm still waiting on Stan Lee to come out as Uatu the Watcher. And for those of you who don't know about that fan theory, there's a ton of stuff out there on it supporting it because he's in almost every single Marvel movie,
Yes.
except for I think Blade and one other one.
Yeah.
And Uatu is the Watcher in the Marvel universe. Pretty much, he interferes with nothing. He does nothing. He's just there, and he sees all of it. And
Like
he
the
can
guy
see
from
all.
Fringe.
That's perfect for Stan Lee.
Like that guy from Fringe with the no hair. I forgot what they call him.
I would more classify
Watchers.
him as the guy with no top of his head from Men in Black 3.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, he sees
knows
all
what's going on.
realities unfolding simultaneously.
Yeah.
He sees all
But he
the
doesn't
all the
know which
time.
one's going to be active.
Ah.
And that's pretty much Uatu. And
Actually, I loved that for Men in Black. I thought that was
Yeah.
great. I'm like, what?
as soon as they did that, I was like, it's the fucking Watcher. He's the fucking Watcher.
I liked all those movies. I
That
don't
was
care how
a great
cheesy they were.
He says,
last
unfortunately, the
one was
Watcher
fucking
was
amazing.
probably
Right?
tied to
Shit.
Fantastic Four characters. I don't know. They can pretty much put the Watcher anywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
even-
he's interacted. He's taken.
yeah,
part
he's
in-
been all over. So I mean, they could put him in anywhere.
Well, he was part of the reason that the JLA Avengers crossover happened, is because he refused to act. So basically, you have these deities of both universes who pretty much get into a contest with each other, trying to get the Watcher to do something.
Yeah.
And that was what the JLA Avengers thing crossover was all about. It was pretty much trying to incite the Watcher into intervening. Which I do believe is the only time he ever actually
ever
has.
actually did.
And it just got to the point where both universes are going to be destroyed. I have to do
And then
something.
at one point, you know, they've killed him a couple times at various points.
And he comes back.
Because he's the Watcher.
Yeah, he cannot die. He is the keeper of everything. But, you know, all the Marvel what ifs, they're all introduced by the Watcher. Because he sees all this unfold at the same time. And all the Marvel what does.
Yes.
Which, if you haven't read any of those, if you want to watch Marvel make fun of themselves and everybody else in the comic book industry, pick one of those up.
Okay, but remember, T'Challa had to be created because the Skrulls were in those characters. That is true, yes.
Yes, and they were already present in the Marvel Universe, they just weren't capitalized on.
Alright, I want to give you a statement, Biggie. Rugrats is the dirtiest cartoon
Oh,
that was ever put out.
Right.
Professor Lipschitz.
But it's a bunch of stuff you never would notice as a kid, but as an adult, I've gone back and rewatched some of them,
You're kidding.
and I'm like,
That's like
I have not yet gone back.
Right.
but that's like watching the old original Mickey Mouse. If you watch the original Mickey Mouse,
Oh, yeah!
woo!
I love the
Mickey
cross-dressing
Mouse did a
wolf.
lot.
Do you remember the cross-dressing wolf?
I do.
The
You know-
dumbbells
Yeah.
for boobs?
Yeah.
He was adorable.
I loved it.
It was just like, you know, I laughed.
They're bringing
And-
acceptance early on.
Right?
well, think about it, all the way back to Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny's got to be
Cross-dressed
classified
all
the
the
original
time.
cross-dresser.
Yeah, that's
Because he
true.
was always
And
cross-dressing.
it was acceptable for him because he was a bunny.
Thank you, ma'am.
I remember Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, where
Yes.
the phone sex operator for
Yes.
me. Like,
I remember that happening.
Yes!
Oh baby, oh baby.
Yes! It was so
I may not have realized
funny.
what was happening.
Oh yeah.
And you know what's funny now?
Yeah,
is
all
I'll watch
those too.
SpongeBob
Yeah.
and I'm like, my kids aren't watching this. This is bad stuff. But realistically, it's probably
They're
just
never
as
gonna
bad
catch
to
it.
go back and
Yeah.
watch kid shit that we
Oh
watched.
yeah. Rocco
Well,
seriously
it's
worked
not
on
gonna
phone
get
sex
it.
operator.
You go back and watch some of the stuff we watched as kids, and you go, woo.
Ren and
whoa.
Stimpy, I mean, come on.
Oh, Ren and
Yeah.
Stimpy was
One of
an
my
adult,
favorites
though.
still.
We have some of that too.
But yeah, we have all of Rocko's Modern Life,
Mississippi, Daria.
all Real Monsters.
Oh, Daria.
Yeah,
Awesome.
fuck yeah, I love Daria.
I just played the theme to it
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
few
there
minutes
you go.
ago. And then I followed it with the theme to Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm gonna step off for 1 second. Sorry.
I hadn't thought about it.
You got 10 seconds.
Playing
9,
earlier.
I'm
8,
being a little
7, 6,
Hey now.
5. Ha ha ha. For those of you who are listening, welcome back. For those of you watching, well, you've seen all this crap.
Oh, yeah. I'm all reintroducing myself over here.
So I guess we'll be waiting on Steven in just a minute before we start fan casting. But I'll go ahead and go over the big ones the 2 big ones we're gonna go over. Silverhawks, and specifically, we're probably gonna start with Thundercats because that was the one that was requested. And if we have time, we have Pirates of Darkwater, possibly Voltron, and then my surprise one before the show's over. So that's what's going to determine what all shows we get to.
Yeah.
My surprise one is going to happen regardless. And now we're actually sitting here watching Silverhawks, so that way, because it was a not as popular cartoon, so that way we can actually see the characters on screen while we're casting them. So we're going to start off with Thundercats, Lion-O. Who would make a good live-action Lion-O?
I've already given my, which of course we did this on the Twitter. I have 2 thoughts, which is either Channing Tatum or J.J. Watt. Reason being is we've seen Channing Tatum in Jupiter Ascending,
Why
where
not
they
get a name
kind
again?
of gave him that look with the teeth, giving him the wolf look. He just have to buff up a little bit, but he does have the facial features. He still looks young enough. I think he'd be good. Then you have, of course, J.J. Watt, he's a gigantic guy, so physically he's there. I just don't know about his acting
I was going
skill.
to say, does he act at all?
He's done little
was in a
stuff.
commercial?
Yeah, I mean, he's bounced around and done
I'm just saying.
a few little
That's not
things,
acting.
but I could see him, like, when I look at him, he could be that.
He looks the part.
And I'm surprised Chris is not watching, so he can do his own input. He really wanted to be a part of this.
Yes.
He, especially when I brought it up on our company message board that this was going to be happening. I'm surprised he's not watching, commenting. What about you, Lion-O?
I can't pronounce his last name.
Hold on, I'll read it.
Read it for me.
You talking about the same guy from
Yeah.
True Blood?
Yeah. He played Alcide from True Blood. It's Joe Maga something.
Maggie, and he does.
Manganiello.
He's another
Yeah.
one I would agree
He's
with.
big, he's bulky, he's
very
played
close.
an animal before.
And he's also the Punisher. He's Frank
Ah.
Castle in the new Daredevil.
There you go.
Season 2
I didn't know
Daredevil
that.
Netflix.
No,
No.
he's not. He's not.
We're gonna Google it.
Alright, fact check me on that one.
Because isn't that the Punisher's the same guy that played Shane from Walking Dead?
Just Google.
Google.
But yeah, I liked him. He was big, animally.
Animally. That's
Animally.
relevant. Animally is pretty
Yeah.
relevant.
And he can take off his shirt anytime. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, no, that's not. See, that's the Punisher, the current Punisher.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not him.
no.
Oh, okay.
That's Shane from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the other guy. All you gotta type in is Joe, M-A-G, and it should pop up. Yeah, no, can't spell. There you go.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's my bad. He
But
is.
if you take off his shirt and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he is still very well built.
Mhm.
In fact, he's supposed to be coming to a con at some point. Rumor is.
He's one of the ones in the run for Cable.
Yes. He's one of the ones that was talking about for Cable.
Yes.
David wants to throw in Terry Crews for Panthro.
Terry Crews for Panthro. I could see that happening.
I'm still going. I hate saying it, I'm still going with Vin Diesel for Panthro.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yes.
too.
Yes.
I think the
You saw that little
boys-
fan trailer. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
He just physically
Yeah.
seems very fit.
So Tony, do you have any suggestion for Lion-O? She didn't watch Thundercats.
I wasn't really like I'm not the guy for this. I don't even know actors' names.
I'd have to
I'm
go
no
with
good
Stephen
at this and
Amell.
stuff I do know really well.
I googled
You
actors.
Googled first?
Yes, I googled first.
I didn't Google first. That was my bad.
I'd have to
I
go
know
with-
what Lionel looks like. I just don't know an actor.
J.J. Watt did act apparently in Bad Moms.
Oh.
Huh.
I can't wait to see that.
Well, I have
That's
to-
good.
Watch that.
Wait and see it, and then I'll give a better opinion on it.
Mine would have to be Stephen Amell or Charlie Hunnam.
Well, you know, right now, especially seeing him
Pacific
recently,
Rim
he's very skinny right now.
right now.
So, you know, it's hard.
He can put the muscle on though.
But he definitely put on a lot of muscle.
Well, it's
He
not
can
like
do it.
this is happening next month, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Let's
that.
get time.
All right. Tigra.
David says he could see Vin as Tigra. Tigra.
Mark Wahlberg.
I could see that maybe.
They're gonna have
If not Tigra, if they went as far, if it were to happen, and they went as far, if not Tigra, Bengali.
No, it's got to be. All right, for Tiger's got to be John Cena. You can't see me.
Have y'all seen the cricket commercial that he did?
No.
The surprise John Cena? He did it in real life. Basically, they brought in John Cena fans and were, having them audition to do the commercial. And, there's this big poster of John Cena, and behind the poster is John Cena, and busting out of the poster over and over and scaring the crap out of the people. It's great.
That's awesome.
I know, bad me. Biggie Mac says I think Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell? For Tigra?
For Tiger.
For Tiger or for Lionel? Because I can see that going either one.
Yeah.
But I could see that. I can see that.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on that answer, what about Jason Statham? Jason Statham.
I'm Googling.
So our peanut gallery says Jason Statham for Tigra.
It's an interesting lineup we got going here.
I would cast him as a Lisa.
Yeah, he'd be a good Lisa.
Yeah. I mean, he's not as old,
Because then he
but
can still
he's
be bald.
yeah. Yeah, because he's got a little bandana.
Dude, just turn up the TV. I love the theme song.
I do too, David. Are you Googling Tigra?
No, I'm Googling a picture of all of them.
Oh.
So I don't remember exactly what they look like.
Gotcha. Good going.
I'm trying.
All right, so while she's doing that, Chitara.
Chitara?
Oh, I got one for this. And I don't know if you're going to like it, probably not. Charlize Theron.
Ooh, yeah.
No. Just that one, like, I don't know. I just, physically, I think
Just
she's
because
not
I
good.
dislike her as an actress.
Oh. What? I like her.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm with you.
I mean, she's not quite curvy enough, but...
It's like calling William Shatner an actor. Either way, it's just fun.
That's cruel to That's too far.
Like, that I could see her doing more than her and Eon Flux. That pissed me off.
All right, yeah, I do agree
pissed
with
me
that
off.
100%.
As Chitara, and I do not really care for her because she has her appearance is weird
Yeah.
for me. But Uma Thurman.
She does kind of have the Uma Thurman look, actually.
Yeah.
That's.
And I'm not a fan of Uma Thurman. I don't like her.
But I think that would be the perfect role
But
for
she
her.
does look a lot like
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, 'cause they're definitely going to have to have a muscle tone, but be very skinny
Yeah.
to be fitting.
What about Mila Jovovich?
That would.
I could see that. That would work. That would
I
work
like
really
her,
well.
Yeah.
so I'll accept
Yeah.
her.
Okay, I vote with her.
Chicken.
Of course, because I saw that picture of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it makes me think
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with that. Multipass.
Yeah. We have one of those.
Panthro. I'm Vin Diesel is,
all the way.
Like I said, I really think the Diesel looking at
or The Rock.
the only problem is, like we said, is the Rock's gonna be hard to get because he's getting bound contract to
Yeah,
contract.
but
Yes.
these are our dream people.
Yes.
Our dream people, I would go with either or. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Vin Diesel's personality he shows would be great.
Oh yeah.
David, I was thinking about her, but the problem is physically, she's a little more well endowed than Chitara was.
Who's he talking about?
That
Emma Stone.
That and her
No,
stature.
Emma Stone's not like.
her stature, she's shorter.
Short.
Yeah, she's a little short. Uma Thurman, Mila Jovovich,
Yeah.
they're taller.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh God, no, dude. Biggie Mac, no, she looks rough now. Lucy Wallace.
No, she doesn't.
Lucy Wallace
now.
does
She
now.
looked rough, and then she got better.
Yes, she did.
Recently,
She did.
she got better.
She did.
She's hot again.
All right, I'll give her this. She's better than Tara Reid, but that's
Oh,
That's like the Shatner comment, though.
It's
Not even comparable.
sorry. I'm just being mean tonight. I really.
Have you seen the roast of Shatner?
I did.
And I don't remember who it is. He was on King of Queens. He played the little nerdy kid they worked with. But at the end of his bit, can you settle a bet for us real quick? And he reaches into his coat pocket and he pulls out this brown paper and he flips it and it's a paper bag. Could you act your way out of this?
All right, David says Ash versus Evil Dead. She's hot again. I have not got a chance to watch it yet. As horrible
I
as
haven't
it is
either.
to say, I've just had too much other stuff going on.
I'm ready for the next Evil Dead movie to see those two
Yes.
universes
Yeah.
cross over. The new Evil Dead and the old Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That's going to be great when it happens.
I got awesome mail this week.
Oh.
I got Army of Darkness versus Hack Slash.
Nice.
Oh.
I can't wait to read it. I was pissed off though. The binding was messed up and I had to glue it back together. But yeah, stoked.
All right, Wily Kit and Wily Cat.
Oh god.
Ooh.
There's so few really good child actors
Yeah.
that I could even think of.
Did his brother die?
I didn't hear his brother died. He
The
looks
one that
just
was
like him though.
Yeah, the one that was in The Good Son with him.
Yeah.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
She's old though now.
Well,
Yeah,
but she
she's
still
not a
looks
kid.
really young.
But she's
No,
bigger.
'cause she's
yeah, they
too
have to
big,
be
I
short.
think.
They have to be small.
But that's true. Yeah.
One of the Olsen twins.
Yeah, there
Oh
you go.
God, no.
They're still too big. Those girls are like way taller than me. It's just hard because there's so few child
I mean, they
actors
could do
that
it.
stick out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they do look a
I'm
little different. You
trying
can't
to
have
get a
the
list
same
here.
kid
Wait a
in
minute.
both parts.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If they were younger, what was it Haley Joel Osment
Yeah.
and her
He's grown
brother?
up.
Yes. They're all
They
grown
are grown
now,
up, but if they were younger,
they would have
that'd have
been
been perfect for
Yeah.
Wily Kit and Wily Cat.
Yeah.
I can't think of any child actors right now at all.
I want to punch that little girl in the face.
Which one?
That one.
No.
I don't know what her name is. But
Yeah, her. She would be great, and the kid
Oh.
from The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. they're good. Well, and like I said, that's where. I mean, they can always make them look shorter.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to think of new actors. That
yeah. Think of The
have
Hobbit
and
and Lord of the Rings.
there's really not a whole lot of them that have really stepped out and
No.
been.
You can't even look up child actors. It brings up everybody's old.
Yeah,
child
the old
photos.
Yeah.
pictures.
It's like Leo DiCaprio. And
Ronda
shit.
Rousey for? Are you saying for?
Chitara?
For no, I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Gilbert Godfrey is the voice of Snarf.
Actually, that
That would be
not his on stage voice, but his actual
Actual
speaking
voice.
When's the
voice.
last time he did something though?
He's actually doing the stand up circuit
I was
now.
about to say, and he still
okay.
does do a lot of voice acting.
Yes, he
talks about
does.
that quite a bit.
But if you actually go and you watch his stand up, he does speak in a normal voice several times in his stand up. The voice that everybody knows him for, that's a voice. That is a character
Yeah.
that he portrays.
Since
But I think he would be great for
Since
Snow.
this is all hypothetical, can I say one that's too grown up now but would have been perfect? I don't know their names.
Hermione
but
and
Hermione
Ron
and Ron
Weasley.
from fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That would work.
Good.
But they're too
Damn
old
them
now.
growing up.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is their problem?
She's hot, girl.
How rude.
They know it's better to stay
Alright, so
young.
and David says he's really curious to see who we say for Mum Rock.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
Oh,
now
the
that would-
Lunatics.
Yes. As the Luna leader, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna get in the villains. Oh well, one more. Jaga.
Ooh.
Who would play a good Jaga? Not to do a color swap, but Morgan Freeman.
That's exactly who I was thinking. Because the voice of Jaga is such a powerful
yes,
thing.
and just
Morgan
this
Freeman would
incredibly
be perfect for that.
wise sounding. Just
Yeah.
his presence is wise.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
And Jaga's the voice that Lion-O stops and actually listens to, even in
Yeah.
the worst of times.
Oh, yeah.
When Jaga finally goes, Lion-O.
Yeah.
This or that.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, this or that.
Yeah, so yeah, I absolutely agree. Morgan Freeman.
All right. Patty? Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
All right. Now, Mum-Ra.
Mum-Ra.
Hugh Hefner.
By the power of Playboy! Transform these
I disagree because his voice is... That dude's been wearing velvet too long. Because his voice is just... It's auditory velvet. It's... it's like Snoop Dogg, Like, I wish Snoop Dogg would read the news. Because he can tell you're going to die in 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay, cool.
He does animal things on
You're gonna
YouTube
die
or
from
whatever.
shit.
And I'll be like, sounds like this is happening.
I don't think his kind of animal things are what we're looking for.
No, but for Mum-Ra, I'm going to have to go Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken?
I don't know because he's too like.
Because Mum-Ra...
Ancient spirits of evil.
That's what I'm picturing, but his voice is so slow, like the way he speaks.
The choppy?
And Mum-Ra was the same way, if you really think about it.
Well, yeah, but like he can't. His voice is
You would
like
laugh
never.
your-
I would laugh,
You laugh
my
your ass off.
If we were doing a spoof one, yeah, walking all the way from Mum-Ra.
Gary Busey?
Gary Busey spoof, yeah, I'd take it. Well, no. Gary Busey as Dackelman.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because you wouldn't even have to give him a script. Just put him in the suit and put him on the set. Done.
Gary, just live.
Just be there and react. That's all we need you to do is just react.
No, whoever does Mum-Ra, they need to have kind of a Grady voice, though.
Hey, Gran Torino. I think Clint Eastwood has it. Now, granted, no matter who you cast in that role, it's going to be a lot of CG
Man,
work, a lot of body doubles for
James
that
Earl
role.
Jones.
James Earl Jones? I could see that.
Deep, dark, deep...
I could see that.
Damn, we just got through interviewing him and I can't think of his name.
Doug Jones?
No. The creator of Wonder Woman.
That's the first person I think.
Oh! Kevin Grebo.
Kevin Green, yeah, that deep voice that he has.
He's got a good
Okay, yeah.
voice.
I've got him saved for something else, so I'm not gonna back that.
Further on in this episode.
Yes.
See, the shit we don't know about is ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
worry.
you
we
weren't
don't
at
know
the
either.
table, but I went over all the shows except one we're gonna be doing.
David says Gary Busey has slides. He has that Trigger's field.
Slide is actually next. I'm still sticking with Clint Eastwood. But yeah, Slide is next.
It has to be somebody really big.
It doesn't have to be big.
Well,
if they're
I'm gonna go with the guy who
CG
played
stuff.
who played Gollum.
Oh.
It's not a bad choice.
Because for those of you who don't know, I don't remember the actor's name, but he did all the mocap for Gollum as well. So he's used to doing odd articulation and everything. I think he'd pull it off great.
Yeah, because he has to put in the
voice
to everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all going to be CG on the body. Anyway.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So the body's not really relevant on that.
And I don't remember the actor's name, but that's what I'm sticking with. I think he'd be badass in that role. Monkeyan, which was another villain.
I don't remember
Andy
a lot of their
Serkis.
voices.
Andy
He's
Serkis.
a
Yes,
squirrely dude. I like him.
I think he would make a perfect Slide.
Could be.
Okay. Monkeyan.
The guy who played Nightcrawler in the X2 movie.
That's a good one. I like him.
I think he'd make a good Monkeyan.
They'd have to CG bulk him up just.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit, not much.
But yeah,
Because Monkeyan wasn't a big swole dude.
That's a trick he is.
Okay, maybe he was.
Yeah, Monkeyan was more like ape than monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was swole in this picture.
Biggie Mac says Jonathan Goldsmith.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who that is. Sorry.
For Monkeyan?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember a lot of their voices, so.
voices are more relevant. than
Yeah,
that.
for something like a lot
We're
of
trying
these,
to Google it and, like,
is.
Google can only go so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know.
For some reason, that's-
Or for Monkey and Doug Jones.
He can do anything.
Yeah, you could.
Doug Jones.
He's mad.
That would be the happiest monkey in ever.
I love him.
I don't know. I just showed Tanya the clip with
Oh.
Doug Jones from Legion.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about for Mumra, the most interesting man in the world.
The guy from all the Dos Equis commercials.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Why did he retire? Like,
Because he made enough money off of his fucking commercials.
David prefers Andy Serkis for
Is monkey in?
as Monkey in.
Oh no, yeah. David says the most interesting man in the world would be Jaga.
I can see that.
He's got the voice.
I don't always have a line though, but what I
I appear before him in beauty. All right. Moving right along. Silverhawks. Quicksilver, the leader, Jonathan Quick.
do.
What's his name from Taken?
Liam Neeson.
Yes.
He needs to do something else anyway.
Yeah.
It's time for him to work.
I'm a Silverhawk. I have a particular
He
set
needs
of
a new
skills. Yeah, Liam Neeson would have
I
the
need
bulk
suit.
of.
They can do that with suit.
They can give him the nipple suit from Batman.
Either him or Bruce Willis.
Again, needs to work. No.
He probably really doesn't ever again, honestly.
Unless he's bad with money.
You have to be really bad at it.
But he has the face.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Like the cartoon.
for
Yeah.
Silverhawks, I mean that's for most of them. It's all about the face
Yes.
because everything else is armor.
I can tell you who I want for Bluegrass.
All right, we'll get to him. We'll get to him.
I know who I want already.
Who do you want for Quicksilver?
I'm really trying to think of who, and I'm trying to actually get a good view of his face. Man, I'll just do it. Just like you said, you do try to match the face.
Yeah, and
The hard part is matching a face and a voice.
he's gonna bring up everything from Age of Ultron. A lot of Quicksilver characters.
Yeah, I just realized I need to add more words.
Everything other than.
There you go.
Silverhawks. Silverhawks, right there. Click
Come
it.
on. Up your Google game,
All right,
Steven.
that one right there.
There you go. Just click that picture.
He's got
all the way to the
chin.
left.
He's got the chin thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to.
That's a very the cleft chin. Is that what that's called?
Yeah. But Liam Neeson,
Okay.
he has the
He
face
has
for that
the
role.
structure of the
Jim
face.
Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene. No, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, he looks a little bit older.
He has the face.
Yeah. So I'll go with Liam.
All right. Patty?
I have no idea. I'm not even gonna play. Not gonna lie.
All right.
No idea.
Steelheart as the female. That was the Chitara in space.
Out of those people?
Patty!
We were watching us on YouTube, by the way, in case that got confused.
But I'm gonna have for Steelheart. I'm gonna have to steal Patty Charlize Theron.
There you go.
Rose McGowan looking at her face.
Rose McGowan. Well, that's
Well, that's not a
that's
good picture.
fan art.
That's a weird picture. That's not even, that's
What
not
about
even
that
a-
one up there? How's that?
Yeah, that's a good
something
one.
real.
It's too little.
We don't need the weakness, Steven. What are you doing?
You suck
Brilliant.
at
interneting
Oh, God,
wrong.
yeah.
You suck at internet.
You're supposed to go visit or view image, not visit page.
There you go.
I don't know about Rose McGowan.
No.
Whoever she is, I guess.
She's obviously a nerd. There's one of the comic books.
No, it's the VHS. Or
Oh,
DVD.
wow.
No, it's DVD.
What's her name? What are you looking for?
Steelheart.
I'm on my own phone. Steven's not doing the job for me. Failed orgasm over there.
Almost there too. Almost.
Then he clicked on the Wicca and ruined everything.
Gave her too much information. Fuck, I hate when that happens.
That's so gonna be
Too much information.
the comparison for everything now. The failed orgasm.
Oh shit, I love it. Rapey bathrooms and failed orgasms. So we should name a band. We need a band. Rapey bathrooms and failed
If we do a
orgasms.
punk band, it doesn't even have to be good.
No.
I'll just scream into the
Just
microphone.
bang on shit.
You can bang on shit.
That'd be great.
Steel Will, the big football player looking guy. JJ Watt.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Get an actual football player.
Yeah. Or a pro wrestler.
Okay, in this
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that bitch's name that I love? Older chick, always has the short blonde hair, she's kind of manly.
Oh, Jane Lynch.
Yes!
Jane Lynch.
Sorry.
Glee.
Yeah.
She was
Okay.
on Jim.
Oh, she's in
Glee.
a-
She
I
was
love
in,
her.
she was
Oh
the voice.
yes, I know who you're
Yes.
talking about
She was the
now.
voice in
For-
Wreck-It Ralph.
I mean, I don't know
for
what
the-
this
Oh, you
chick's-
didn't see that one either.
She has a wide variety of voices she can do, though.
Okay,
I can see that.
I can see
I
that.
can see that.
And she's a ball buster in everything. She's hilarious.
she's a little old for the role, but I could see that. I could see that.
She does have a very young, like, she actually has a pretty decent, like, the
Yeah.
type face for her age. She doesn't necessarily look in the face as old as she is.
Morgan Webb. We talking about who's Morgan Webb, and for what character? It'll be Steelheart or Steel Will.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh no, for
Oh no, for Steelheart.
I could see that.
Yeah. Alright.
I could see that.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'll take
I'll
it.
go with that.
She's a little closer to the age range.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'll go
Good
with
face. Solid face.
Nice choice, Biggie. Nice choice.
that. Any other ideas
I mean, I love her.
for Steel Will?
But she'll only get you
That
almost there.
Yeah. Any other ideas for Steel Will?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
He's got that chin.
He's damn sure big enough. I'll give him that. He is an ex-football too. He's also a prick, so I don't know if
I don't know how he'd act. But
Stone Cold. I don't know who
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Isn't he too small though?
If you're gonna go that route, just
Hey.
go Kevin Nash or
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris. No,
No.
just no.
We're saving him for bluegrass.
No.
Matthew McConaughey.
Thank you, Chuck
Matthew
Norris.
McConaughey.
He's good
That's
at
right.
everything.
She's saying that he's short. Chuck Norris has the lips.
Yeah, that's why he did Walker Texas Ranger, because he could wear high heels and get away with it.
Alright, if we get an ass kicked by Chuck Norris,
You know what I mean?
I'm leaving it on you.
Fuck it, I don't care.
You don't care if you get your ass kicked by Chuck Norris?
Bring it on. I don't give a shit.
Oh, this is.
I haven't had my ass whooped in a long time. I'm well overdue. All right, finally,
I'm glad we have
bluegrass.
in his life.
And I like your idea,
I do too.
Matthew McConaughey.
That's exactly who I was thinking.
I like it.
It's good.
Right,
Leave it to
right,
you to come up with
L-I-V-A.
bluegrass.
I'm too short and fat, but I could probably play a good one.
I can play a good one. I'd wear that hat in space.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, and probably the most difficult one, the Copper Kid. I'm gonna have to go with you call him the new.
Oh, Jason Long.
Yes, Jason Long. Because I would love to see him in a role where he can't talk.
Oh my god.
Can you think of anybody else for the Copper Kid?
What is it?
Hold on, I need my Google.
I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Holy shit. The kid from Transformers. The one that's crazy. as
Oh,
shit.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Because then he wouldn't be able to talk.
Oh, the
So he'd be
little.
I could back that up as well.
What about that little Woods kid? The guy that
In the movie?
played, played in The Hobbit.
The kid that played in that.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Yeah.
I could back Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
See that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, several possibilities for that.
No, I'm saying Avatar and I'm talking about Airbender. That's what
Oh.
I'm fucking
Oh.
everything. I've said it like 5 times and I googled it.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they blue?
David says, Lyle love it.
Lyle Lovett,
That
bluegrass.
kid. That's who I was saying.
That would actually be perfect because he's got the
I can
long
see
face
that.
for it.
Yeah. See, now that makes more
The
sense.
kid that played the last Airbender in the movie. That's who I was thinking of earlier.
For the Copper Kid?
Yeah.
He would be perfect.
I don't know how old he is now, but the movie's not that old.
No, well,
5 years or so.
I don't want to look that up because I don't want to feel that dated.
Just wait. It gets worse.
All right, now for some villains, we're only going to be doing 2. Monstar. That happened.
Yeah.
The villain on the left we're not going to cast because...
He's got balls on his head.
Oh, okay, 6 years ago, that's not bad.
Let's put Shatner as that one.
Well, yes! Alright. Yeah, let's put balls on Shatner's head. Let's do it.
It'll replace the wig.
Next, we're going to be casting Tallyhawk himself. It's fucking hot!
David says Liam Neeson for Monstar.
No.
Let's just do
I
Liam
can do it.
Neeson as all the roles.
Kind of like a Magnum commercial.
This might be too soon, but if you're going to do that, the only person you can use is Robin Williams.
That's too soon. That's never gonna not be too soon. You can't use his name anymore. It's yeah.
You're really only looking for voice.
I'm gonna be 60. It's gonna be too soon.
No, because he does have a physical appearance, and he is a big dude. I'm gonna have to go with the guy who played Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie.
Ah.
I can't remember his name, but he's got that intimidating voice. And he was also a pro wrestler, and that role was actually going to originally go to Kevin Nash, but there was a scheduling conflict, so this other guy actually took it.
Who's Kevin Nash?
Wrestler.
Chris Bradley.
He played the dad in the live action.
Yeah.
Tyler Mane, there he is.
Yeah, Tyler Mane.
He played the dad in the live action DOA movie with
I think Tyler Mane would make a great Monstar.
Yeah. I don't know who it is.
it's Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Oh, played Jamie Priestley.
Jamie Priestley's dad in DOA.
Yeah.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
I like him.
That's Kevin Nash.
I like her too, though.
I know what the move means.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about him.
All
I
right.
don't know what the movie is
All
that you're
her
talking
white trash
about.
goodness. I don't even
My
care.
name is
The only other villain from Silverhawks we're going to be casting, Mumbo Jumbo, which is the big bull-looking guy. I mean, we could cast
Snake.
That one would be so on like.
For Steelheart.
That'd be mainly on voice.
Oh,
I just can't think of her name. What's her name?
Who?
The girl from Haven.
girl from Haven.
I can't her. She's in something I like.
And she doesn't have a bad look. I just can't think of her name.
I can't.
This fucking guy.
Hang on, I'll get it.
Terry
Emily
Crews.
Rose.
Terry Crews.
Emily Rose.
That way he can do the chest thing, when he's changing form.
Stephen, her name
I
is
get-
Emily
okay.
Rose.
Emily Rose.
Emily Rose. Emily Rose is a good choice for it. Yeah.
Like the exorcism of?
Yes, sir. Tell us
That
about
was a movie. That wasn't an actress.
Now,
But-
This guy's an asshole for
co-star
mine. I don't know if
Haven
anybody
could do a
sees
good
this.
chin
Okay.
character. An asshole for
Watch! Wait! Watch! There's a fucking asshole eye patch.
Well, it's not.
Big cat's
It's not
asshole.
Monstar. It's Brown Star. Somebody needs a bleaching.
David asking, isn't there a female villain that Jane Lynch would be good for? That'd be Melodia,
Oh.
which is like very much Jim and the Holograms
Yeah.
as her and Bluegrass
I just want
both.
her. I want her in our movie. Is all I'm
And what
saying.
about,
I like her.
what
I want
about
to work
Edge
with her.
for the chin?
Edge.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's got the squared chin.
He does. Still on Edge the wrestler.
Yeah.
He does have that look. Yeah.
But Mumbo Jumbo is the big bull-looking guy. That I'm gonna go with The Rock because that is like the biggest dude.
Yeah. And I think it'd be pretty fitting for him to be playing the bull.
Yeah.
Because that is
What
still
about
his
the guy from Game of Thrones, Mountain?
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I don't watch it.
I have enough drugs.
I've just seen him.
I've seen enough of the videos of him.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, he's a professional
real fast.
bodybuilder that got pulled in for that.
He's huge.
We have this movie.
Yeah, there as far as like pro bodybuilders, there's a bunch of them out there. That would be great for.
Well, this guy's like
This guy's
admittedly huge.
There's actually a cop who is a professional bodybuilder.
He is one of the world champion strongest men.
Huh. But there's actually a cop who's a professional bodybuilder, and all of his uniforms have to be custom made because his dimensions are so out there. He at one point he actually held the world record for the largest bicep.
Oh wow!
Like this dude is massive, and I don't remember his name. He's a black guy.
I've seen the pictures of him.
Yes,
Or he's
dude is
standing
just
by the cop car, and it's like,
yeah, like he dwarfs his patrol cars.
yeah, he's a big boy.
I think he'd make a perfect mumbo jumbo.
Sounds funny.
I want to watch him break Jimmy President.
Dave Bautista.
Johnny Frisker. I would buy that movie.
Yeah, as a mumbo jumbo.
Is it Mama Jumbo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave Bautista?
Yes.
Yes. And actually, I admit it, I actually love Dave Bautista, like, who he is. Not just his acting skill and all that.
He played a good draft.
But he
played an excellent draft.
everything he's played in so far as an
Yeah.
actor, he's actually been
Yeah.
really good
Is that
at.
actually how big he is?
Yes.
Like on the movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
that's just paint on him.
Oh man.
Even though as a
That's a big
wrestler,
dude.
he used to come out and look like he was taking a shit every time. Yeah, he did. He'd come out and squat. I'm
all
like,
look
oh
like
damn,
that,
he's gonna
though.
blow a gasket.
Now here's one that I know Patty's probably pretty eager for. Pirates of Darkwater.
Oh, I like that one.
Captain Ren. I'm gonna
Hold on, let me
have.
look up the pictures.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with. Damn it, the name was right there, and I lost it. Brad Pitt as Captain Ren.
Really? You just cast Brad Pitt
Old
or
school
something?
Brad.
I don't know, man. Like, he has to
aged
look
a whole
for it.
lot. He really hasn't aged a whole lot in a while.
Plastic surgery does good.
You know, I hate saying this, and I'm not a big fan, but Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
See what I
that's
said.
another
Very
good one.
nice.
Yeah.
Because he needs to be small in stature.
Yeah, he's not
And
a
most
huge
of the
guy.
time, everybody was much larger than he was. Even
Yeah.
the average person was larger than the
He
captain.
needs
'cause
a
he's
pretty
kid.
boy face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
Leonardo
right.
DiCaprio is still acting.
Yes. All right. I'm back in DiCaprio 100%.
Yeah.
Just
I like
that in
one.
DiCaprio, like
No.
that's
He backed
dirty.
into it.
He backed into it.
Real slow.
Oh, that's even worse.
And he bit the pillow. Don't worry about it.
Or Emil Hirsch. He was in
We don't know what you're doing with your words.
The Girl Next Door,
Oh.
Into the Wild.
The guy that played the main guy in
Yeah.
He's a little small. He have a little bit more muscle.
He's gonna have to have a little bit of tone, but he does have to be pretty small. Like I said, he's still supposed to be like a
Yeah,
very
but he's
young
still
kid.
got some meat
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't have a whole lot of meat on him.
You can bulk up. All right. Tula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Selma Hayek for Tula.
Oh,
I could do that.
I like that. That's really good.
Yeah,
Damn it.
we'll
that's
both take her.
good. Yeah.
What are you looking up?
We don't always agree, but when we do, it's on women.
That would be a paid partnership.
That'll be $10 a minute.
You're looking up a specific actor or actress
You just have to find her name.
for Tula?
Yes.
And I already have one for Ios. Her.
Oh. That would be a really good one too. Marielle Enos.
Yeah, she's the one that, if you watch World War Z, she actually
Oh, yeah.
plays the soldier that got her arm off.
Oh.
But she's really beautiful. She's dark skinned, which is
Yeah.
what
Tula.
Tula is.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Not super dark skinned, but light. But she also has that mixture between like an Asian or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think.
My
that would
first
be-
thought was
That's
literally that
really
chick that
strange.
played Pocahontas in the movie, and then I realized I was thinking about a different cartoon, and that does not count.
No, it doesn't.
Well, actually, now, in statement, that character was drawn off of a current Indian chief's granddaughter. Pocahontas was drawn after
Yes.
somebody. So,
That's who I thought of when I saw her, though. Was
But the facial structure was actually drawn from the voice actress's face herself.
Yes.
Ah, that's a cool fact.
I like when they do that. I think that's cool.
Disney's actually has a long history of that.
Yeah.
Ios, Danny Trejo.
Really? That's pretty good.
I can see it.
I have one. I don't know if you like it. I love this guy though, and he's really rough and really rough around the edges. But it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Losers.
Oh.
He always plays that like really rough. Here, hold on.
The main guy, the commander.
Yeah.
And he's
I can see
kind
I
of
can see it. I
rough
mean,
and
definitely have to put the
kind of-
mustache out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You
of
know.
course. I mean, you got to change things up a little bit. But just since he's such a hard ass all the time, and he was so grumpy and so,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Pissed off he's being led by a little kid.
Yeah, basically, basically.
My favorite's still Danny Trejo because
Yeah, that one's pretty
in the
good.
face he looks just like Ios.
He's kind of got that battered look to him.
See, but if we do that, we're gonna have to go with somebody really small, so we don't have to dwarf Danny.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've always done a good job in the past making Danny Trejo look much larger
They do.
than he
They
is.
That's true. I was a little surprised when I met him that he was a little smaller than I expected.
Yeah.
I want to go to his taco stand.
When
I want to go eat tacos.
When we go chill with
Right
Peter
now.
Dante at Peter Dante's house in the basement,
Go eat
we'll
some
go
tacos.
eat some tacos with Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
I think Dante'd be down for that. All right, just for laughs, let's go ahead and cast Niddler, the monkey bird,
This squirrely guy that you said earlier.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
and actually he's my pick for that as well.
I like that. He's
Oh.
got that weird squirrely.
Or
No.
Doug Jones.
I'm saying Doug
Doug
Jones.
Jones.
And the
Doug
only
Jones.
reason I say that is, I think Doug Jones can pull it off.
Yeah. They wouldn't even have to do
Yeah.
a lot of CG.
I think he can physically do it. I mean,
Yeah. Either one of those.
And I want him in all our movies.
All right. Well, unfortunately, for those of you listening, you're not going to get the surprise casting.
Get home and get on the YouTube.
oh, sorry, Biggie. We were talking about characters for the Dark Water.
Pirates of Dark
Pirates
Water.
of Dark Water, an old cartoon.
But before our airwave kills off, huge shout out to Toxic City Comics, ToxicCityComics.com, 409-229-1295, Captain Jack's Elixirs, CaptainJacksElixirs.com, 281-837-3543. Awesome stuff from both of these companies. Perfect customer service. And yes, if you want the nerdery vape juice, you're going to have to go through
customer service like this.
or
Oh,
that.
that too.
I'm there more often. 10 to 3.
The short guy from Game of Thrones for the monkey.
I know.
The actual midget.
Little people.
I'm sticking with Doug Jones.
See, I think that's
I'm not
offensive.
politically correct. That
It
sounds
sounds
worse
more
to me.
insensitive.
But for those of you listening, sorry to say, you're going to miss out on the rest of this episode. It'll be on YouTube. So go check us out as soon as you can. And don't forget, check out thenerdery.net. There's actually a lot of exclusive news that we are now getting that is only being published on thenerdery.net. So we are your exclusive home for Houston Pop Culture Expo.
All right.
Sentai Filmworks, we're getting a lot of exclusives from them as well.
Thank you, Sentai.
Yes, so go and read thenerdery.net so we can keep up with what we do when we're not doing this show.
We do something when we're not doing the show?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
What?
We were talking about tentacle
Hentai.
porn.
Oh my god.
That tentacle had me that
We were tentacle porn casting over here.
See you Wednesday, sir.
I actually didn't have him on my list.
Really?
Yeah, I was just going over the main cast.
Okay, so what's this thing we've all been waiting for?
Now I can bring it up because I'm done producing. For now.
Okay.
Johnny Quest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, in a dirty way?
Matthew McConaughey's gone.
Everything's dirty.
Actually, I think him or Liam Neeson would make a great Race Bannon.
I can see Liam Neeson as race band more than I could Matthew McConaughey.
Because of the appearance.
He needs to be serious.
Matthew McConaughey can do serious.
You
Yeah.
can do anything.
Now, I want to go ahead and get this out of the way.
Just the spot
Haji.
got her. That close.
I'm pretty sure it was gone.
It was gone.
It was gone.
Huh?
I can imagine
just
an
thinking
actual show
about
that
it.
has a lot of failed orgasms.
Haji.
I don't feel like
I like that.
Yes.
Who played Fez in that 70s show?
Experience.
Oh,
Him as Haji would be
yes.
great.
That would I agree with right there.
either that or the one from Ben Wilder.
Oh, Tosh?
Yeah.
Cal
Isn't he too old?
Cal Penn.
No.
Cal Penn.
Cal Penn
Cal Penn, I think's his name. Oh, something like that.
is who was the one on?
William Vladimir
Yeah.
Valderrama, I think.
I think he'd make a great Haji.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. He's
A little old,
he's
but
aged quite roughly, actually. He does. Look at him. He looks drugged out.
he might have been in that
He's a
picture.
producer now.
You don't know his life?
I don't know.
I'm actually gonna go
Bitch.
Taj. Who's Taj?
He played Harold Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with the guy from Big Bang Theory.
Really?
Yeah.
Will it be a bad choice either?
I don't know his name.
Which one?
Which one?
The guy from Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon or Leonard
Yeah,
or
the Arabic. I can't think of his name either.
I don't know either.
they're what?
Anasari?
Middle Eastern one?
Yes.
Yeah, the Middle Eastern.
Oh, that's the
He's Indian.
We're more careful with
I
that.
am not PC!
Well, to me, little people sound rude.
That's Haji.
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay. Vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged?
That kid from those shows the girls watch on the Disney. He's like the huge.
Oh,
Disney
from
character.
yes.
Is it Ant Farm?
He's in the Ant Farm and
yeah.
the Invisible Sister and all those shows. I like that kid. He's fucking hilarious.
The one that Lexi watches that has the babysitter in it.
He's in a lot of those shows nowadays.
Not a clue.
How am I supposed to type in Middle Eastern kid from the Disney Channel? I don't know what to say.
Wow.
Recent tourist. Sorry, y'all.
Dude, my God.
That's it, you're cut off.
Right.
And I've brought this guy up on a lot of different castings before. Benton Quest, the guy who played Dick Winters in Band of Brothers.
His name is Karan Brar.
Yes, that kid.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
He looks very fitting,
Yeah.
Haji.
Yeah.
And from
And
his
he's
roles that he's
actually
played
a
for
kid
Disney.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that helps.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done. We should have just went and looked at Disney.
Yeah.
Figuring out what kids are playing, because that's where they're all at.
I never can remember his name. He played Dick Winters on Band of Brothers. I think he'd make a great Benton Quest because he looks just like him. And another possible for Race Bannon would be Donnie Wahlberg.
What I did is I heard it like, and I'm like, wow.
And for those of you who have not watched Band of Brothers, it's incredible. It's an incredible story, and it is 100% true story taken from the accounts of the actual people that they're playing.
Damian Lewis.
Damian Lewis, yes, he's actually currently in the running for the next Bond.
Ooh.
Him and Idris Elba. Which, if Idris Elba gets the role, it'll be the first black James Bond we've ever had.
Wow, that'll be something.
Which is interesting because his race was never actually mentioned.
No,
Yeah.
never
Never.
mentioned in the books.
We just like took over with the white majority and made him white. What are you doing?
Somebody just knocked on the door. I swear to God.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just open the door. It's probably Katrina. No one knocked on the door.
I'm telling you, I heard it too.
Are you sure about my dog banging on the glass?
No, it came from there.
The children.
Probably.
It was the boy.
The children. It's the boy.
the boy. I can't handle
Creepy
another
boy.
But Damian Lewis for Benton Quest because he looks just fucking like
I
him.
can definitely see that for sure.
All right, and of course Johnny Quest himself.
Disney kid. One of Disney
Let's
kids.
go to Disney.
Let's go to Disney.
There's got to be a little blonde boy.
I was gonna say there was one on the IMDb.
Blonde hair, blue-eyed kid.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
that's the one from
Like the one
Allie
from
and
Cody
uh,
and what's it
what's
called, that
the-
show from back in the
Alien.
day on Disney Channel? If he wasn't all grown
Hey,
up
what's that?
and weird looking now.
He's the singer on
Disney
there.
kids.
I can't even think
No,
of
it's gonna have all the ones that used to be kids.
Yeah, I was
movies.
about to say, I'm scared of what'll come up.
That kid that Laura likes from Kid Spot.
Oh God.
Just
He doesn't like talking about that.
Austin and Allie. There you go. He's blonde and blue.
Blonde and blue. He's a fucking
Like
Nazi.
as opposed to black and blue.
There's one boy. Another boy.
Yeah, some of these are older.
They're all
Other
girls.
shows.
What the hell?
Yeah, I think 90% of them are girls now.
What's
Yeah.
that? Okay, Miley Cyrus is not qualified on this page.
Yeah, I love her.
She worked her way out
I
of this
love her
page.
so much. I can't even say it. Like seriously, I love that she
Justin
lost her
Bieber.
shit.
I don't know why he's on here,
No.
but if they could make him little, I would love him for it.
Aww, he's a Disney
He's got a
kid.
good face for it. What the hell's his name?
I don't know.
The
The
guy
guy
from,
in Next Door Neighbors.
Zac
Yeah,
Efron.
the neighbors. Zac Efron. I like his face for that.
If he was younger, yeah, he'd be a good fit for it.
They could make him look little.
The dogs are out there throwing a fit now.
They're crying.
We got 10 more minutes to cast Johnny Quest.
Bro, man, I'm having trouble finding
There's no
Disney kids.
young boy actors. There used to
Did you
be.
Google young boy actors?
Be careful how you search that.
I'm gonna Google that.
I did Disney male actors, and it's not what I'm looking for. They're gonna show you like.
Disney
Alright, here we go.
child actors.
The kid from Austin and Alley?
Yeah.
I just said she just
Yeah, she
fucking
said that.
said that. You don't listen to your wife.
I can't
Pretty much.
They'd have to do
He's
something with that
just
mom.
My,
Yeah.
my wife here turned on. As soon as that's on here.
It's alright. I'll show you later.
All right, who can play Bandit?
I'll show you quite later.
Split McKinney.
They have to put makeup on him, but that's a Disney kid right now.
Cameron Boyce.
Yeah. I don't like
They'd
that.
have to bleach his hair, but yeah.
Yeah,
His
bleach his hair.
freckles.
They don't have to bleach
And-
the freckles. They can put makeup on the freckles.
Bleach them.
They have to bleach the shit out of that
Get
kid.
him gone!
He'd have to get bleached all over.
All right. Screw it. We got some extra time. Who can play He-Man?
Aw.
Dolph Lundgren. He did it already once.
I
God.
love him. I can't help it.
Out of current, The Rock.
The Rock?
Yeah,
I mean, I ain't saying he's the only one that I can see now as He-Man.
with this skin tone and body type and that. He's a little dark, but
Slap a blonde wig on him.
that would look ridiculous.
Prince Adam.
It's such a fake looking
Chuck Liddell?
haircut too.
Hey, Donald
He's a
Trump.
little short in stature, though.
What's the Drax guy look like when he's not in Drax paint? Because he's got that
Dave
body.
Bautista.
Yeah, he's bald headed. He's pretty dark.
Well,
He's dark
Yeah,
skin too.
yeah.
He's tan.
I like that then. How do you spell Bautista?
B-A-T-I-S.
You type in Dave Ba and it comes up. No, I like him for that.
Really?
Yeah,
And he's more of a
wig.
He has a
square
funny
jaw.
shaped face.
Well, that's what prosthetics and CGI are for.
Wow.
He's not wrong.
So if anybody's watching, they want us to.
He says Dolphins Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. Okay, I was like Dolphin Ziggler.
Mark Wahlberg.
We're just throwing
Mark
it in there.
Wahlberg can do it. He's put on the muscle mass before for it.
Dude, he gets jacked. Like,
But he's
holy
short.
hell. Yeah, that's true.
What's up with all the muscle dudes short now?
I don't know.
Easier
Why
to
are you
pack it
so
all into a
short?
small
The
space.
drugs they're taking nowadays.
Yeah, why are you so short?
Well, actually,
What's
you,
up
think
with
about
that?
it, you really notice it is becoming an opposite. Girls are actually getting taller now, and guys are getting
Yeah.
shorter.
I'm still short. It's alright.
All right, David says, well, He-Man gained a George Hamilton tan level, so Rock can do it. All right.
That is very true.
All right. Space Ghost. Jim Carrey. No, fuck that. Mel Gibson.
Oh God, yeah,
Mel
he's just
Gibson.
crazy. No.
No, he'd make a good Moltar.
Yeah.
Did you say Skeletor was a Jew?
Oh shit!
That just happened.
That was terrible. You're a horrible person, Steven.
No, Skeletor.
I never denied that.
Damn.
You know,
I think
and
you've effectively offended almost every minority in the fucking world right
We've
now.
been trying for a while.
In one episode.
In one episode, I think you've almost nailed them all.
Almost.
Almost.
Who am I missing?
Polacks.
Don't tell him.
Cubans,
I'm a
The
Polak.
French.
Mexicans. You haven't offended them yet.
white people.
White people?
You can't offend white people.
Yeah, you're not allowed to actually be racist to white people. That's the general consensus. There's no racism against whites.
Yeah.
And you can't offend a Polak. They didn't understand the comment anyway.
I'm a Polak.
So he officially covered that one.
For any of you who are watching, if you have anybody you want us to fan cast, now's the time to say, hey, what about this guy from this?
I know.
Or if you have anyone that needs offending and you have not been
Right.
covered,
Yeah.
let us know.
You're going to start putting like a
Disclaimer.
disclaimer.
I think explicit.
The
covers it.
comments made.
Yeah, explicit really doesn't. cover
Comments
so
made by
hard.
Steven do not count as part of
Comments
the
made by the nerdery do not represent with any opinions of the nerdery.
That would be a
I'm
good little
married
thing
to
to add at the
enemies,
beginning.
actually.
Any comment made by a member of the nerdery.
Alright, he says Mel for Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Yeah!
That would actually be pretty good.
Who was it?
Mel Brooks for. Or
Mel Gibson.
Damn,
see
you are
that.
old.
What about Phil?
Well, actually,
What
I
about
love
Phil?
Mel
I've
Brooks.
I
already
know,
done
it's
that.
funny.
Ooh, that'd be hard.
Like 100?
Now we've offended the old people.
I'm not offended.
I'm really curious who our fans want us to fan cast. Because apparently people are interested in who we cast as what.
Yeah.
I mean, because we got questioned. Who would you cast as this?
Send it to our Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask us
Any
on Twitter.
questions?
We'll talk
Yeah,
about it
any
on the
questions?
show.
We will answer
Yeah.
any question.
Yeah.
Any-
We may be goofy about it or some shit, but
You know that before you ask.
Yes, David, I'm old and so are you. I know that because same birthday.
We'll rogue out any random shit though. I think we should do a gender bender rogue out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That could be good. We did see, while at Comic Palooza, we did see some damn good gender bends.
There were.
Yeah.
I love
Harley Quinn was awesome.
I wanted to do
I
a
love
gender bender
Princess
now.
Leia with the chest hair.
Oh, I love
that one.
Like I
that
said,
one was great.
I still say that one was, he told his girl you're going to wear something skimpy, and she said, okay, so are you.
Yes. That was a great one.
You're never too old for Twitter, sir.
No.
No. Facebook it, whatever.
Yeah.
Just send us messages. Just send us an
We
email.
have an email.
Yes.
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 Old school. If you
The
have
Nerdery
dial-up
Official
somehow,
at
you
yahoo.com.
can still email.
Yeah.
We don't have AIM,
But that would be,
but
Just
that'd be a
send us
good one to do,
message.
is do a full gender bend.
yeah, I like it.
All right.
I'd go for that.
I tell you what, I'll put together a rogue out for next week. Nothing but gender bending.
Nice. I like it. What are we gonna rogue out though? There's gonna be a category
I'll
other than
We'll
just.
figure-
Give us some warning so we can do our
If
homework.
y'all
on
have
our
something
Google.
specific you want to see gender bent on a rogue out,
Look
yeah,
up-
fucking send us
Look
a
up
message.
Man Faye that still haunts my nightmares.
Oh, boy.
Man Faye.
Okay, we're going
Like
to
as in Tina Fey?
Or like Fairy Faye? Nice. Terrible. Google Man Faye.
Is that like his name as a
F-A-Y-E.
cosplayer? Oh wow. That's
What
a
the
cute
fuck,
gift.
David?
Oh goddamn.
So to those of you who are
What
not
the
currently
fuck,
looking up
David?
Man
Wow.
Faye,
Google it.
you gotta Google this shit.
That was fucking terrible.
MAN-FAYE.
Yeah.
Google this guy.
That's just all kinds of
It's
We'll have to cast.
amazing.
We're gonna have to cast him
Oh my
on
God.
Gender Bender.
I swear he has the
Rogue Out.
hairiest ass I've ever seen.
Yeah, that dude should have waxed before he put it.
There is so much
Oh my
confidence
God.
in one person.
I'm telling you.
He's busting out the seams.
Jesus
with so
Christ,
much
he may outdo
confidence.
me and Chris.
Yeah.
Holy
His
shit.
confidence is busting.
You know
his
what?
seams. That's
What
the
is
right
it
word
in
for that.
I actually know what we're gonna gender bend next
What?
week. X-Men. Because that
It's a
is
lot of male
we have
and
steered
female
away
characters.
from fan casting X-Men for a long time.
Yeah.
And
This
gender
is a
bending
good
is something.
way to do it.
Yeah, it's
Nice. I like it.
good.
so if you want to see that, tune in next week.
Cool.
That'll be our Rogue Out 6.
All right.
The 6th edition of Rogue Out, which all started with Batman Rogues Gallery. That's I think that's what Rogue Out 1 was.
I think you're right.
I think that's all it was. Is I was curious because there were so many rogues. Well, Batman is
So I
constantly
guess we're gonna
rebooting.
have to call
Yeah.
it X-Women.
Right.
X-women.
Well, there's some men
X-gender.
then because
X-gender.
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 There we go.
sounds like a plan.
Wait, I missed a chance to finish. Call it Target Bathroom.
Target bathroom X-Men.
There you go. Another one.
X-Men.
Get another one.
Marvel at the Target bathroom.
Welcome to the nerdery.
Hugh Jackman is not allowed for X-23.
No.
No, well,
It's gonna be tough to find a woman though that'll
No.
match up with Hugh
No,
Jackman.
fuck that. Hugh Jackman is Rogue. Pull that one off.
Ronda Rousey is Wolverine.
Oh, I love
Oh, we're
her.
gonna hold on to these.
Okay,
stop.
All right, show's over. We're officially at 2 hours.
Thanks for watching.
Bye. Bye.
And don't forget our sponsors, Toxic City Comics and Captain Jack's Elixirs. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in next week for a gender-bending X-Men Rogue Out.
Oh my god.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman. You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Hey, it's Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan of the nerdery, so you better be tuning in. That's right.